Good morning and welcome to this new video. After the success of the previous video on choosing a motorcycle, I've decided to make a video about the first car to choose after getting your driver's license. So, starting from where? Surely more than me, something is already telling you the highway code, obliging you to choose and base your choice on cars that currently have a power related to the mass of the vehicle falling within those parameters provided by the highway code. Make sure to adhere to the guidelines outlined in the highway code when selecting a vehicle, as the power-to-mass ratio is an important factor to consider for safety and compliance with regulations. If I recall correctly, for novice drivers, there is a restriction that must not exceed 55 kilowatts per metric ton. In my view, this is a measure that also benefits new drivers because the legislator has successfully taken a step that may not have been achievable or chosen in previous years to align the power with the weight of the car. This is crucial because a car could have 100 horsepower, which might appear substantial, but if the car weighs as much as a tank, it can put the driver in a situation where they are unable to handle it. The legislator has made a commendable mental leap by connecting power to the mass of the vehicle. Therefore, power is an important factor to consider when making choices based on models that fall into this category. It is essential to emphasize that we are not referring to high-performance cars within this category. However, it is important to note that the legislator's decision to link power to weight is not only relevant for new drivers, but also for overall safety and control of the vehicle. By ensuring that the power of the car is proportional to its weight, the legislator is effectively reducing the risk of accidents and enhancing the handling capabilities of the vehicle. Consequently, this measure has broader implications beyond the interests of new drivers and should be seen as a significant step towards improving road safety for all. Because if that's the limit, we're talking about a Panda, we're talking about a Clio, we're talking about a Lancia Ypsilon, and anyway, of a segment of this kind. Non-performance vehicles, not a Cooper S, not a Uno Turbo, no gentlemen, it is not present. There are multiple cars available at this location, and among these options you will need to make your selection. The advice that I can offer you is that if you have a budget that allows for it, it is not necessarily advisable to choose a brand new car from the dealership. Opting for a pre-owned vehicle might be the most suitable solution because initially you will undoubtedly encounter parking difficulties that could potentially result in scratches to the bumper or a minor collision due to a momentary lapse in concentration, as you are not yet familiar with all of the controls of the car. Therefore, it is unnecessary to add the stress of a newly purchased car just driven out of the dealership, taking into account your lack of experience and the damages that you will inevitably cause to the vehicle. So it is best to consider a used car to avoid unnecessary stress and potential damages. Choose a new car after you have driven, let's say, gained experience with the first car. So in my opinion, to gain experience, you should spend at least a year and a half driving, covering many kilometers, because if you only drive 2 kilometers in a year, that's not experience, guys. To start gaining experience, you need kilometers. The suggestion I can give you is that if you have the financial availability, maybe consider upgrading the used car. Invest in a good stereo system, enjoy it, treat yourself from a stereo perspective, change the wheels, and if you don't really like the color to some extent, also consider solutions that can gratify you from a graphic point of view. This way, you can enhance your driving experience, personalize your car, and make it more visually appealing. Taking these steps can help you make the most of your car and enjoy it to the fullest. At the present time, there are skilled professionals who have the ability to create special color schemes for you based on your specific request, both in terms of the bodywork itself and the process of wrapping, providing you with a customized and visually appealing result. A film is applied to the car surface, allowing for customization as per your preferences. It is highly recommended to invest in this aspect. Lastly, I would like to advise you to exercise caution when spending on in-car electronics. Resist the temptation of advanced navigation technology, as it often requires frequent updates. Relying on manufacturers for updating certain types of supports like this can be inconvenient. Instead, opt for more cost-effective alternatives. By doing so, you can avoid the hassle of constantly seeking updates and ensure a smoother experience with your car's electronics. Therefore, it might be advisable to consider opting for alternative solutions that enable you to make use of the mobile devices that you clearly have at your disposal and that are currently capable of managing to cover a significant portion of the information you need in an efficient manner. Navigation can easily be accomplished on smartphones using Google, which means you only require Google Maps, and it will guide you to nearly any destination. So, In summary, these are the guidelines I can provide you with, and I then encourage you, maybe as a final piece of advice in my opinion, if you truly feel like taking that extra step that will then enable you to acquire more experience and familiarity in everyday driving, perhaps consider investing in a safe driving course. This is perhaps, or rather certainly, the most suitable investment to enhance your awareness while driving. And with that, guys, I bid you farewell and wish you a pleasant day. Goodbye, everyone. Take care and stay safe on the roads as you continue to gain valuable experience and confidence in your driving skills.